Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rogers Kakasungura YouTube channel. I have missed you. Welcome back. Kipchumba Murkomen is the new Interior Cabinet Secretary. The very same man who oversaw the leasing of JKIA is now back to a very sensitive ministry, the Ministry of Interior. I recall speaking about expensive belts, expensive watch, how it could respond to Kenyans with a lot of vulgar and a lot of pride. The man is back to the Ministry of Interior. And this time round, listen to this.
Even as the debate is raging on public, on social media, and anywhere, there is no government policy. Neither is there a police service policy, neither by the command of the police nor the ministry itself for abductions in the republic. There is nothing like that. What IG said, what the team said, we do not have such a policy. Our National Police Service is a police service of law and order. And we will expend every resource that is before us to make sure that we apprehend criminals and we make sure that our country is a country that lives in law and order. And IG, just to say this, because of the context of what I've told you, even the discussion we have here of misuse of the computers and social media and digital space. Thank God we have a cyber laws in this country. And it is very clear. If disorder moved from manual, because we moved from being manual to becoming digital, and if the criminals and people with bad behavior have moved from being manual to the digital space, I want to tell them we will follow you there. Because that is where we want to ensure that there is law and order. Because if you allow our children who are here to grow up in a society where you draw people and put them in a coffin, and share to the public or send to their friends, we will never be a country that is a country of law and order. And that is as black and white. It does not need a genius. It doesn't need a person to go to law school, let alone somebody who has been a judge, to criticize such an issue which is in black and white. The penal code is very clear in section 223. Threatening somebody, whether in words or in action or in signs or in picture, is a crime that attracts a sentence of up to 10 years. And as police service, I believe that we'll work together to make sure that our country is living in law and order. And let's not be so protective of social media. Saying, it must be free. Countries like UK, Australia, US have recently, even as at now, put in place legal framework to protect their citizens. And as a country, we must have the confidence to also protect our citizens from the bad behaviors of social media.
Murkomen is now threatening young people who are expressing or exercising their democratic rights on social media. But I have a few questions to ask Kipchumba Murkomen. We have criminals in government who kill innocent young people. Have they been arrested and charged? We have police officers who were publicly captured, killing young people on the streets. At any point, has anyone ever faced the law? We have people abducting Kenyans in civilian. The police said they are not involved. How many have you arrested and charged? With the very same energy you are speaking in this particular video, how I wish that before you move to the Gen Zs who are fully exercising their constitutional right, how I wish that you could use this energy to arrest politicians within the Kenya Kwanza government who are abusing Kenyans on top of vehicles. You abuse Kenyans, but when Kenyans abuse back, you get anchored. How many times has President William Ruto abused Kenyans? Paka akasema sisi tuko na mapepo. How many times has he done so? Several times. How many times has Kimani Ichung'wah abused Kenyans? How many times? How many times has Oscar Sudi abused Kenyans? Have you ever bothered to arrest the individuals? Have you ever bothered? At any point, have you ever bothered? Let me tell you something that you didn't know. And allow me to school you for this one. Social media is the new way of protesting. And William Ruto seems to be frustrated. William Ruto seems to have been overwhelmed. Kenyans have a new way of protesting. The bullets, the water cannons, the poisonous water in those cannons. Police and the military cannot help him. Because the new way of protesting is beyond bullets. It is beyond guns. It is beyond water cannons. Let me tell you for a fact. There is no law in the Republic of Kenya that you are going to use to charge Kenyans express. You know, our Kenyan constitution ni msumeno. Inakata mbele, inakata na nyuma. Right? As you say, you have a law to arrest and charge them. We also have a law that protects freedom of speech and expression. So I wonder which constitution you're going to use to arrest and charge young people. It is going to be messier and with casualties. You won on the streets with bullets. Tukasema sawa, hapo mumeshinda. You unleashed criminals to kill, maim and torture young people on the streets. Tukasema hapo mumeshinda ni sawa. But then we are going to show you the new way, which not even the police is going to help you. And social media is that new way. Social media is that new dawn in the Republic of Kenya. So, Murkomen, you are a CS for Interior. Mimi nataka nikuambie kama ndugu yangu. Please, go slow. Go slow. Don't be overexcited with that position. Please. Kenyans have become more dangerous than you may think. You have the power. You have the police. You have the military. You have the jets. But Kenyans have social media. And this one, you are not going to kill it. I want to thank those people who gave us the 2010 Constitution. Kama kuna watu wanafaa kuvuliwa kofia are the people who fought for the 2010 Constitution that is giving us all these freedoms. But not even the government itself is going to be spared. So, be very cautious. Be very cautious. Wacha mambo ya kiburi kwa Wakenya. Kenyans are people can bring you down anytime, any minute. So please, you've been put there to serve Kenyans, not to insult them. You've been put there to protect Kenyans, not to abduct them. You've been put there to protect Kenyans and not to abuse them. If you lose focus, kitakuramba. God bless you. See you in the next episode. Asanteni sana.